Biblical prophecy often frames the collapse of an empire as a direct response to unchecked pride. When a nation reaches its peak of arrogance, the narrative suggests a sudden and inevitable humbling follows. Isaiah 14 taunts Babylon's king. The crown now belonged to Belshazzar. During a feast, he mocked the Lord with Jerusalem's golden temple vessels. That very night, Persians breached the city, and Belshazzar was slain, ending the golden city. Verse 5 describes the Lord breaking the scepter of the rulers. This stone relief shows the scepter as the primary emblem of a king's right to rule. Its breaking signifies the royal line is severed, finishing the native Babylonian dynasty. Verse 6 highlights a rapid role reversal. The tyrant who once oppressed nations with a continual stroke suddenly finds himself persecuted, with no allies left to slow the Persian advance. The transition shows that even the highest reaches of political and military power can be dismantled in a single night. This map highlights the vast reach of the Babylonian Empire. Verse 7 says the whole earth is at rest, using a hyperbolic metaphor for the geopolitical shift following Cyrus the Great's conquest. The singing represents the relief of millions who spent generations under Babylonian bondage. In verse 8, the prophecy claims the fir trees and cedars of Lebanon rejoice because no feller is come up against us. To understand why a forest would celebrate a king's death, we have to look at ancient construction projects. The kings of Babylon and Assyria were known for systematically deforesting conquered lands. They stripped entire regions of their timber to build the massive walls and luxury palaces seen in these ruins. This visual equation reveals a second meaning. In ancient Near Eastern literature, massive trees symbolized local princes. When the Babylonian king, the feller, is laid low, these lesser rulers are no longer in danger of being cut down. Their survival directly results from his downfall. The tyranny of the empire was so far-reaching that its collapse triggered a physical and political sigh of relief across the known world. This chart illustrates the shift to spiritual descent. Hell stirs to meet the king. The leaders previously sent to the grave by Babylon rise to watch their conqueror arrive. They mock him, asking how a king with immense wealth has become weak as they are. Divine judgment neutralizes the advantages of earthly status. Once the king enters this realm, his city walls and treasures provide no protection. Verse 11 forces a comparison between the king's past and present. His pomp and harps are brought down to the grave. Instead of fine silk, his bedding is maggots, his royal apparel the crimson worm. Being consumed by scavengers confirms his total rejection. The prophecy concludes contrasting the noise of a grand party with the silence of a grave. For Isaiah, the fall of Babylon serves as a case study. It suggests luxury and pride are no shield against a sudden, total descent.